Hey guys, it's Mecha-san, and I woke up this morning here to find this on the local forums here. It's a volume 8 mid-season trailer of RWBY. Oh boy, yes, yesterday as well, they released a small little tease, on Twitter here, just more like a quick second image of Penny's eye opening and the red. The Penny-nator, as people have been calling it. My money is that she's just gonna follow on autopilot and try to hit to the vault. But if anyone gets in her way, she'll just slap them away. But getting more serious here, so yeah, I have seen other people's reactions to the entire volume here. Now that after I finish my recording and everything like that, as well as reviews and such, and out of all of them, Eruption Fang is the one who pretty much mirrors what I've been saying here, and it's almost perfectly. I'd say I say like 80% of what he's saying is exactly what I've been saying, and then some with some additions. I don't fully agree with what some of the things he said. A perfect example being how he does not like the fight between Neo and Maria. I like it. I like it here. It kind of shows how even one of my commenters said like how when Neo fights someone who's shorter than her, she's completely defeated. That could be a thing actually, where Neo's fighting style is taking advantage of her smaller stature. So when she faces an opponent who is taller than her, smaller than her, she's kind of thrown out of whack. Sorry, I saw something here. But there's all that here, and I actually planned for a bit of a collab with Freelance Amber, discussing all of Volume 8 so far. We talked on Discord and such. The premise was that two people with differing opinions would discuss stuff, but, well, it seems that she can be since she's in for the moment here, some stuff that she hears could easily influence her decision. I still would like to have kept that going. Biggest hurdle though was getting Discord to work here. Had problems with the audio recording and linking with OBS and all that. So yeah. Freelancer, if you're listening to this, that's what happens. I'm sorry. Would have loved to have done the collab work, but I still gotta figure a lot of stuff out. A lot of hurdles. So, yeah, and another thing I talked about here was the having Watts be the one to hack Penny. It's like, I thought about this hard here. Like, a lot of people thinking, why Ironwood, why? And they were thinking more emotionally. I was thinking objectively. It's like, yeah, why Ironwood when you have other scientists as well? I mean, there had to be more people who worked on the Penny project here. I mean, yeah, Pietro was the head of the project. Yeah, of course, but he had to have had other scientists and such here. What are those scientists in that photo we saw of young Pietro back in Volume 7? Where we learned about how exactly he gave Penny an aura. It's like, one of the scientists was Velvet's father. What happened to them? Where are they? Why weren't they involved? And the behind-the-scenes answer is it would have introduced more characters to an already bloated volume. There's already so many characters to juggle around here. Some aren't even getting the proper screen time anymore because of the way things are. Well, so far. So introducing more characters would have been a hassle to try to get them development and shit. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. So they went with the easy route and had Watts, which, having read his card info on Amid Arena, it kind of makes sense. I mean, the things he's done for Atlas and Mantle, and even probably the world, still being used today, even after his supposed death. So there's all that. Again, my opinion has not changed here, where Ruby's in the wrong here. In fact, a lot of people are saying how Ironwood betrayed Ruby's group. Not really. Actually, uh, Ruby betrayed Ironwood's group. If you like, go back to Volume 7, Episode 2, when Ironwood has been previously described as being scared and paranoid, the most he's ever been, and yet he lets Ruby and Ruby's group in on his little circle of trust. Kind of, like he tells them exactly what he's planning and everything like that here. In fact, this kind of mirrors something Glinda told him back in was it Volume 3? Volume 2 or 3 in the episode Mount Glen? Yeah, it kind of mirrors that in a way. So he's letting these guys in. He trusts them. I mean, he showed his trust when he hugged Crow, for crying out loud. Like, that just shows that even though they butt heads on what to do and stuff like that, he still views Crow as a good friend and a trusted friend. So the fact that it revealed that Ruby lied to him about the lamp and Oscar and Offspin and everything like that, kept secret, and that Yang and Blake went behind his back to tell Robin the truth about Amity Arena, argue whether it's good or bad or you want people. The point is they went behind his back. They betrayed his trust. So, in a way, yeah, Ruby's group betrayed Ironwood well before that. Yeah, and, there's just some things where you can tell these guys have been detached from everything here, because they haven't had a war, a full-on war, for more than 70 years. As opposed to us, and as opposed here in this reality here, where wars are constantly happening here. There is like how many conflicts, civil wars, insurrections happening as I speak. Look it up. There's a few, especially all around Africa and some. I think Mexico is going through some hassle as well. But these guys have not been at war for so long here, so they don't know how brutal it can be and everything. And then, of course, we had the thing with Ren's semblance evolving, and yeah, I gotta admit, okay, look, I saw back the battle between the Aesop and Ruby, and yeah, okay, look, while Harriet and Elm were doing this relatively seriously, it's quite clear that Vine and especially Marrow was trying to reason with them, holding back a little bit. So but the way that Ren said, you don't know, you can't be honest with yourself, so that's why you'll never work as a team. That's why you fail Team RWBY. It's like, that's another thing I agree with Eruption Fan here. It's like, don't do that. Don't try to do correction control like that. No. It was bullshit. I mean, just don't. Although I do like the whole thing with the Aesops going on here, where it's professional detachment. They know that any mission could be the last one. In fact, the whole thing with Tortuga, maybe it was seen where Harriet kind of let that slip here. It became people say Tortuga was Harriet's lover, and that could be a thing here where she tried but failed, and she and Tortuga got into a relationship, and then Tortuga died, and that's when it sort of like reinforced her belief that, okay, you guys are not my friends, you're my co-workers, you're my teammate, you're my allies, you're my partners, but I am emotionally ready to be prepared in case you guys all die. And be prepared if I die as well here. So there's that, but naturally that doesn't always work here. You try to stay distant, but you end up getting attached, and you gotta face that reality. You gotta like address that fact here. It's like Harriet is mad at the loss of Clover, even though they all said, okay, not my friend, you're my boss, you're my leader, my CEO, but that's about it. But she grew attached to Clover, and yeah, they need to deal with that. So there was a silver lining here, but yeah. And then, of course, there's Winter's reaction of how Ironwood... is she, like, mad that Ironwood suddenly got to use him on a suicide mission? I don't know, but sadly, I also buy that as well here. It's like, this is a very important, it needs to succeed mission here. So of course, you put the best of the best on board here, because not only do they have the highest chance of making sure the mission succeeds, but they can also have the highest chance, albeit very small, that they come back. Oh well, so yeah. Okay, without further ado here, let's see. Okay.
So much more than I've given you.
Alright, back, we've done that too.
Fought your whole life unwaveringly.
This is a speech she gave to Salem.
Here I am, holding you back.
Yeah, that scene was nice, but there needs to be more to this. There needs to be more to her background here. Like, how did they meet Salem?
I have always promised to defend this kingdom from those who would see it destroyed, no matter the cost.
Whether you or my hound get to her first.
Yeah, there we go.
Finally have to
What the heck?
power.
This is not a situation where everyone wins.
Yeah.
We have to choose.
Alright, okay. Looks like they're being freed. Looks like they're freed.
As my staff.
You'll only be helping her bring about the end for all of you.
You're too.
Oh boy. Oh! What did you say, Ospin? February 6th. That's scary. Okay, so yeah, they use a lot of clips from the previous volumes here, like throughout all the it's all clips we've seen here. Again, like, I like the backstory. It's another thing I disagree with, like, Eruption Fang. I do like what little we got of her backstory and how she became what she is. That being said, there is still a lot missing here. Like, how did she continuously run away, avoid the authorities, and how is it that she eventually got the notice of Salem? So yeah, there is still a lot missing here. Okay, then we got some new scenes here. We got the megaliths, so whatever they're called. Then we got this scene of Ironwood here, where he is mad. They're losing ground. They're losing ground. That's a fact here. Their soldiers are. It's like the way they're positioned. I think I saw another video here. Granted, what we see is just could not be accurate at all here with the limits of animation and everything like that. But yeah, there's no way they can keep on holding the line here, because every soldier dies is one less soldier, and one less obstacle away from Atlas, and Salem can just keep replenishing her forces. And then we got this scene right here where, okay, they save, well, spoiler alert, yes, they do save Oscar. Oh, no, I think that's from, no, I think this is when the Hound takes Oscar. We see the bomb. Winter leading the charge and everything, the Aesop, that's a pretty damn big bomb. Yeah, they gotta hope it work and go from the inside, so here's hoping that John does succeed here. Again, I gotta say, John did shine here, coming up with a compromise that everyone could agree on here, where yes, he go inside, they gain information, tell them about the knowledge and whereabouts and everything like that, so they can better guide the bomb to a place where it can do more damage. So there's all that, and look for Oscar. And then we got Marrow here, which, okay, let's see, yeah, I think that's Winter. But the arm on the shoulder here, because, yeah, we established that he doesn't want to be a part of it at all. This apparently this wasn't what he expected when he signed up to be a soldier and a member of the Aesops. It's hard, I know, but that's what a soldier does sometimes here. That sometimes they are put on these high risk missions here and don't expect to come back. They do stuff that they don't like. They're icky here. It's like, again, oh my god, I used this clip a while ago here, but the one with Captain America, the Winter Soldier here, where Nick Fury mentions how Captain America during the war and the Howling Commandos, they did nasty stuff. Yeah, and Captain America said they compromised. That's what you gotta do at war. You gotta compromise sometimes in ways that, well, make you not sleep well at night. But you have to do that for the greater good here. For the people, can be free and live. That's kind of what that's exactly what Ironwood's doing. It's a bit more brutal here, and here he looks extremely disheveled. It's like, oh wow, when was the last time you slept? All right, and we got Salem right here, obviously looking for where the entrance to. Yep, Ruby getting kicked out. We got Penny right here. The Watts hacking. Oh boy, ooh, boy, that is terrifying. We got this thing here, which I don't know what the hell that is. What kind of Grim is this? And what's the tube here? It's like the slime and everything like that. You know what this reminds me of? Dr. Merlot's experiment in Grim Eclipse. Oh, I mean, we know the events of Grim Eclipse are canon. So maybe Salem acquired some of his research and stuff, and well, then we got this scene and everything. We've got just I love this one right here of Winter, where she's a whole mixed bag of emotions. Yeah, that's fitting. That's fitting for her, the CEO, and everything. Okay, we got Ruby. We got guessing, and there we have explosion. Where apparently they're gonna be set free. There's Watts right there. Please, Crow, don't do what you're trying to do here, because we know he's mentioned he's gonna try to kill Ironwood. All that will do is cause more chaos. It's just put the force of Atlas in complete disarray. Penny falling and everything, the Monstra. We got apparently power being restored here because there was another clip release where we see Willow. So we gotta get more of the Schnee family. Okay, Hazel. Penny, okay, there's a hound, and look, but the background, they're in the possibly the Schnee estate. And there's a scene that's gonna give me nightmares. Oh wow! Like look, Salem and look at the way she has her thumb. It's like she's ready to gouge Oscar's eyes in. Oh boy! Grow bat wings and you have the fucking opening. And here we got Ruby. Oh boy. What is she seeing? What has she heard? What hard revelatory thing that she has just witnessed? I don't know, but the shock. Things are headed to a climax here, and I can't help but think it's gonna fall. And honestly, that would make sense in Monty's vision. Like, for those of you who don't recall here, but years ago in an interview, the same interview in which Monty also said that he would like if RWBY goes on for like 20 volumes plus. He mentions how he wants it so RWBY gets progressively darker with each volume. So this is why I view things are gonna get very, very dark by the end of this volume here. Atlas will sink and collapse on Mantle there. I still expect like the forces of Argus to sort of make it in some time here, maybe enough to help evacuate and people, but the forces from the other kingdoms, I don't expect them to arrive anytime soon at all. But I mean, by the time they finally get to where Atlas and Mantle was, it'll be like 1 week later or something like that. Because that's politics. It's like, you've got, like, why would they... Because, like, that's the thing here. the Amity communication was relied on too much uncertainty, on a lot of hope here. Like, they had to hope that they would listen to her, to RWBY. They'd have to hope they would take her seriously. They'd have to hope they would finally get their act together and decide to send forces. They had to hope they can amass them fast enough and hope to get there in time. Too much uncertainty. Yeah. And all this is happening within the course of how many days exactly? It's like from volume 8 and on, and from volume 8 to episodes where we are right now, it's like what, a day or two? Jesus. I don't know, but yeah, so everyone, thank you all for watching. I can't wait till February 6th here, but I can because I got so much else to do. So yeah, tell me what you thought about this in the comment sections down below. And yeah, watch Rooster Teeth's series on watch RWBY on Rooster Teeth website here. I know things are going kind of bad right now with RT, with their corporate overlords are making them do and shit, and but yeah. So until then, this is Mecha-san logging out.